So I began my journey, I suppose, to Wild Cocoon when I studied textile design at the National College of Art and Design. I graduated in 2005 and between then and say 2 years ago I had a few different jobs, retail management, I had a craft shop, various different things, and then gradually I got the courage to kind of go back into the hand weaving, and I launched Wild Cocoon in 2016 at Showcase Ireland, and from then really it's just gone from strength to strength. At the moment now I have a studio in Claremorris over Jeremiah Higgins' drapery store. So it's a great space, loads of light and loads of space to work and to grow the business. So with the awards, I found out that I was nominated before Christmas this year, and then I found out that I was a finalist at the end of January, and I was just delighted with that. To get recognition even on that scale was fantastic. But on the awards on the 29th of March, I was awarded as Accessory Designer of the Year, and I got the Overall Innovation Award also. So that basically just means for me it's kind of a validation of what I'm doing, that it's something that's kind of good and new, kind of a bit fresh, which is unusual in the hand weaving kind of spectre, even though at the moment there's a massive amount of interesting stuff happening nationally. If it's hand weaving, there's a real resurgence in it, between say Beth Moran and Clare Island, Liz Christie, Fia in Dingle. There's massive amounts of hand weavers out there, and the business and the culture is just growing and growing, which is fantastic. Now in Ireland it's definitely getting a stronger foothold and a stronger recognition for the work and the time that goes into it. But I'd say overseas maybe they see the history involved with a really good light and a really good aspect to it, whereas in Ireland it's so close to nearly what you'd remember your granny or your great granny doing that the value isn't added yet, but that's definitely growing. There's definitely an appreciation of it, but again it's not far enough removed from people's actual reality to have that kind of added value that it might have overseas. From start to finish you'd probably be talking about 4.5 hours, and then an hour on top of that for washing. So it's time consuming and labour intensive, but probably not as labour intensive as people might think. The blankets probably would be about the same, if not a little bit longer, and the cowls then is a shorter space of time. So I suppose that it's a labour of love, and it's kind of an artisan process that needs to be kind of appreciated within that. So each decision that gets made is individual, and each scarf they're all made completely separately and individually, so they all have their own little fingerprint.